Now this is supposedly a bipolar module. Let's have a go. So test one wire and we get some glowing. I'm actually touching the wire this time. The other wire and we get nothing. Alright, let's try with the negative screwdriver. Get nothing on this end and we get a nice glow on this end. I think we've proven this works. Hello ladies and gentlemen, these are 2 packs of voltage testing screwdrivers. The idea is you have an insulated handle and then you poke the end into the mains, put your finger there to provide a ground return, and there's a simple neon bulb in the handle that you can see. Why have I bought 2? Well, I intend to modify these to give them a special ability, and I wanted one with a red end and one with a black end. These ones have already been modified and these ones have just arrived. I've already been at this one, so the innards are slightly different, but as you'll see in my later footage, the mechanism inside only has a single fuse holder cap and no glass tube, just plastic, whereas this appears to have a glass sort of fuse tube inside in which the neon is entrapped. This is a microwave oven diode. You can buy them very cheaply online. They have a circle crimp on one end and a spade connector on the other. It does have the traditional diode markings. Now, what does this have to do with this? Well, this neon is very voltage tolerant. They're not like LEDs, they're much less sensitive. And this, if you look inside, is actually a load of silicon diodes in series, which gives it a very high voltage rating. What does all this mean? Well, if we somehow combine this and this, we can effectively determine the polarity of a very high voltage signal, which is what I've done here. I went for a black one so I can have red and black, and you can see that the diode band is to the bottom here. I'll show you my footage of making this, it's just photos, you'll have to forgive me. Now, this should enable us to determine what type of high voltage we're getting. Now, I should say I'm doing this on low power sources, and of course I am something of an expert in electrical areas. I would not advise you to do this. I'm not telling anyone that this is a good idea. This is just an idea I came up with to solve a particular problem that I have. I've got an extension cord here and one of these Chinese 4 export only adapters. This one does not have a fuse. Be very careful with these. They are not up to standard and you should never ever use them, but it makes it a damn sight easier to test the mains. Let's try our positive driver. Can't seem to see any glow there, and the negative, and we do see a glow from the negative. Okay, the connection may have been loose from this. I just pulled the end off, straightened the wire, and did it again. Now this is supposedly a bipolar module. Let's have a go. So, test one wire, and we get some glowing. I am actually touching the wire this time. The other wire, and we get nothing. Alright, let's try with the negative screwdriver. Get nothing on this end, and we get a nice glow on this end. I think we've proven this works. Now this module is a so-called negative ion generator. Let's try with the negative first, and you can see that's so strong I don't actually have to touch it, it does glow, and if I do go next to it, it will start to arc. And let's try with the positive, and we actually still get a faint glow, which is interesting. So I'll just try and shield that with my hand. But the one with the negative is much more obvious and immediate, and it goes from a further range, so I suspect we're either over the breakdown voltage. Oh, we're either over the breakdown voltage of the diode. Oh no. Or there's some other coupling effect, but by using both of them we can be sure that this is a negative voltage.